What is Yizkor all about?
Yizkor means to commemorate. It means to remember. Hazkaras Neshamis is in every single Yom Tiv, meaning the last day Sukkot, the last day Pesach, the last day Shavuos, and on Yom Kippur, we mention the Neshamis. We commemorate the souls of the relatives of beloved ones that are not with us physically right now. What's the reason that this special prayer was actually established only on a Yom Tiv? So there are a few opinions. One opinion is that on these days, meaning last day Sukkot, last day Shavuos, last day Pesach, we say and we mention by the reading of the Torah, Ish kematnas yodeh, that whenever you come and you present yourself by Hashem, when we do pilgrimage, Oilel Regel, we should be bringing a donation, tzedakah. And it's known that the best way of elevating a neshama is by giving tzedakah for the memory of this neshama. Whenever we do a good action, charity, chesed, kindness, to commemorate the neshama that was here in the world could know that its children are continuing making this world a better, more connected, uplifted, kind world. It elevates the neshama and makes the neshama go to a higher level. And that's why when we say Yizkor, it's not just the saying of Yizkor, it's the fact that one should be saying, Hashem should remember the neshama of this and this relative. The main part of Yizkor is to give and promise, and obviously pass on this promise, this money for a greater purpose. That is what causes the aliyas neshama. That's what causes the neshama to go to a greater and higher place. And as we said, we say that on the same day that we read in the Torah the idea of giving tzedakah. That's reason number one. Reason number two is brought down by a great book which was written about 400 years ago called Kav V'Yashar, that on these three occasions, Pesach, Sukkot, Shavuos, and Yom Kippur, were occasions that everybody used to come and gather together in the Beis HaMikdash. And when we gather together in the Beis HaMikdash, we know that not just the Jewish people, the present live Jewish people used to gather in the Beis HaMikdash, but also the neshamis from the previous generations. And that's why it was never crowded. It was never crowded because it wasn't just a physical gathering of people in the Beis HaMikdash, also the neshamas from the previous generations. Says the Kav V'Yashar, he brings from the Zohar, that even the neshamas all the way from Avram, Yitzchok, and Yaakov used to come to the Beis HaMikdash and be part of it. So even though now we don't have the Beis HaMikdash, we are not Oilel Regel to Yerushalayim, we still call upon ourselves and the Jewish people with all the neshamas of the previous generations, and we gather them together. And we come together in unity, knowing that our well-being is not just us here, but it comes in the merit, in the zchus of the previous generations. Because when we celebrate Pesach, Pesach is not just all about us now, it's all about the past, the present, and the future. We cannot do the present and the future without commemorating and bringing the past, bringing the neshamas together with us. Just like in the Beis HaMikdash, the neshamas came together with us, also today the neshamas come together with us, especially on these occasions, Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkot. So that's the second reason. So as we were saying, the first reason is we give tzedakah in the way that we commemorate them, that we remember them in their merits. Second reason is we gather them together, just like in the Beis HaMikdash we gathered together. Same way as today, we gather the neshamas, we call upon them, we bring them, and together with their power, we try to unite and make our present and our future greater. Another reason for Hazkaras Neshamas is that these days, the Yomim Tovim, Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkot, are days that we're extra happy. And many times, whenever we're very, very happy, we want to not just be happy, we also want to give it some kind of a twist of being serious. So yes, we're very, very happy, and we're able to celebrate with great food and great wine and great clothes and great company. But Jewish people always know that whenever it's very, very happy, we always try to add on a serious element. And the serious element is by remembering that yes, we're very happy, very excited, very grateful, we still remember. That's the power of the Jewish people. Being able to remember, being able to connect to our past. And from that past, together with our past, being able to actually celebrate and connect. And that's why in these three occasions of the Yomim Tovim, we try to bring that element of seriousness, of remembering, of commemorating the loved ones that are not with us, and they give us this responsibility. The happiness shouldn't just be happiness for the sake of happiness. It should be happiness for remembering, commemorating, and connecting for the future. We know that during the time of Yizkor, as Yizkor is being said in Shul, whoever has two live parents walks out of the Shul, is not there. Anybody that lost a relative, a father, a mother, stays in the first year in Shul, but doesn't say Yizkor. Yizkor is only said after the first year passed. That person should stay in Shul, listen, but not say Yizkor till a year passes, till a year goes by. And last point. Last point is, there's a famous story. Story is that the well-known chassid of the Alter Rebbe called Reb Shmuel Munkes, they once came to him, they heard that there was a woman who was having a hard time in giving birth, and they asked Reb Shmuel Munkes, do you have any type of solution? Do you have some kind of a sgula? Maybe you have some kind of a tip to help us do it? Reb Shmuel, even though he was known with his great sense of humor, was a very, very deep chassid. So Reb Shmuel said, no problem, just say Yizkor, everything will work out. They said Yizkor, and sure enough, the baby was born. So they came to Reb Shmuel, and they said to him, Reb Shmuel, what are you, a Rebbe? What are you making and creating miracles? Reb Shmuel smiled, and he said, no, we just know that whenever Yizkor is recited, whenever Yizkor is said, we all know little children go out. So I figured that whenever Yizkor will be said, that the little child, the little baby, will go out and will be born.